Hi everyone, what's up? Welcome back to my channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is AAPI Asselin and I make pretty much just like lifestyle post-grad content here on YouTube. I also have a podcast called In Bloom Podcast, and today I'm here to share with you what I eat in a week, a typical what I eat in a week video that's balanced with quick and easy meals that I truly like eat all the time and love, and is also like honestly relatively cheap in terms of the ingredients for what I do use at home when I am eating. So I'm really excited to share it with you all because I don't really like do these videos often, and I did them every now and then in college, but I would just do like a day. So I'm excited to be sharing like a full week of breakfast, lunch, dinner, what I eat, and I hope it's super helpful for those of you who work from home and then those of you who may go in office as well, because I did go in office 2 times the week I was filming this, so I do have 2 lunches in the video where I did pack my lunch to like go in office and everything. So I think we have a good mix going on of the meals I'm going to be sharing, so I'm super excited for that. But before we get started, I want to say subscribe if you aren't already. I upload every Wednesday, and my podcast uploads on everywhere you can listen to podcasts on Mondays. So definitely be sure to check those out and turn on post notifications so you don't miss an upload, and follow me on social media, link down below so we can connect further. Try to eat intuitively, and that's just like how things are. Like I did go through a phase in high school where I like tracked everything I ate and it was just like not good for me, and I truly just try to like eat what I'm in the mood for, and my appetite is very sensitive to stress, so a lot of times I just really have to listen to what I'm feeling like eating in the moment, because in the morning I could want something specific for dinner, but then if I have a really stressful day, I don't feel like eating it anymore because my appetite's been affected. So I try to eat very intuitively, and that's kind of like what this video I hope will show. I really just ate what I felt like eating and try to eat very balanced, and just like, I don't know, make sure I try to eat as many like whole foods as I can, because that's what makes me personally feel best, and I know it's like what's best for me, and obviously keep that balanced as well. Let's go ahead and get started. So Monday morning, I always like to work out on Monday mornings, but I typically just go in my apartment gym, and I'll either do like 12 through 30, a strength training like type of workout with weights. But my friend and I, we have been wanting to get into doing like Melissa Wood health videos together. We just started doing Monday mornings, like we're like, we need to do this once a week, just Monday mornings, start our day off with the Melissa Wood Health, like 30-40 minutes Pilates video. But to start out the workout, before I like went and did it, I'm the type of person that has to eat something in the morning before I work out. I cannot just get up and go work out on a fasted stomach. No matter what the workout is, I will literally pass out. So I had a Built Bar, which you all know I love Built Bar, and this video is actually sponsored by Built Bar. So thank you so much to Built Bar for sponsoring this video. I have been talking about them for forever, and you guys know that I love them. And just grabbing one right before I go to a workout class, or if I'm going to my apartment gym to work out, it's really nice to have a high quality, high protein stack that's also gluten-free that I can take with me. They use real chocolate, like 100% real chocolate, and you can tell it's so good. I'm so happy to share that I do have a code with Built Bar to share with you all, so you can get a discount if you want to try out Built Bar, which I highly recommend doing so. It is just AAPI Asselin 10, and that gets you 10% off site-wide at Built Bar, and I'll have that on screen and in the description box as well. And the new Built Bars have a new and improved texture that I am obsessed with. It reminds me of a candy bar. I love keeping mine in the fridge. Something about like a cold like chocolate protein bar just is so nice. My current favorite flavors are the coconut, and I also really love the raspberry. Something about like the fruity flavors is so good paired with the 100% real chocolate. And they have 18 flavors, so you are guaranteed to find a flavor that you love, whether that's coconut almond, mint brownie, peanut butter brownie, cookies and cream, raspberry. There are so many different flavors, so you are guaranteed to have one that you love. And I have a code to share with you all that is AAPI Asselin 10, and that gets you 10% off on Built Bar's site, which will be down in the description box, and I'll also have the code and the link on the screen and in the description box as well. So definitely check them out. I absolutely love Built Bar so much, and thank you so much to Built Bar for sponsoring today's video. So after the morning workout, I did have a yogurt bowl, which if you have watched me for any amount of time, you know that like this is pretty much what I've been eating every morning for the last couple of months. I sort of tend to fixate on breakfast foods and literally just wear them out until I'm sick of them. In the fall, it was overnight oats with protein, and right now it's just yogurt granola bowls, and that's just how it is. But I use the Light and Fit toasted coconut vanilla yogurt, and I put some fresh fruit with it. On Monday, I did do raspberries, and then my favorite all-time granola is Purely Elizabeth. I really like the chocolate sea salt, and right now, like, my absolute favorite is the vanilla chocolate chip, which is a little bit harder to find sometimes, but I always make sure to grab like 3 or 4 bags anytime I'm like in a store physically and I see it. I have to go to Target for mine, and I don't go to Target that often, so when I do, I stock up so that I don't run out, because it is the worst when I wake up in the morning and I realize I don't have any more of my granola. And I've also been putting cinnamon in the yogurt bowl lately, which has been a game changer. I don't know why I didn't really use cinnamon that often before, but I love it all the time now. And I also add coffee. I use the Columbia Nespresso pod for my Nespresso Vertuo machine, and I put some cinnamon in that, and I also use Planet Oats vanilla oat milk creamer. I absolutely love Planet Oats. So thick and creamy, and just really goes well in iced coffee and hot coffee. So I had that, and I frothed it up to make like the foam kind of taste more like cinnamon instead of just tasting like the coffee, and it's so good. I love that coffee. And then as a snack, I had this little HEB trail mix. It's Texas Heat, and it just kind of has a mix of like peanuts, little sesame sticks, pepitas, and pretzels, and I'm missing some things, little corn nuggets, just like things like that. And it's just like this really good, honestly, high protein for a trail mix, and it's like the perfect amount of trail mix. And it has like a subtle kick to it. It's not super spicy. It's like just enough spice to like be really good tasting without being overpowering. So I had one of those trail mixes, and I'm really sorry if you don't live in Texas and don't have HEB and you can't get that, because it is great. And then for lunch, I had a cranberry apple salad that I've been kind of addicted to lately, which is basically just a mix of greens. I normally get a half and half mix from the store of greens, which I believe the half and half mix I used was like a baby spinach and kale, or baby spinach and arugula. Those are like my 3 main greens that I like. And then I used about 1/4 of a big Honeycrisp apple. You can do as much or as little apple as you want. It just depends on the size of the salad I have. And I kind of chopped it up into really small pieces, and then did sunflower seeds and dried cranberries, and then some lemon juice. And then I used, I think it's it's either Tessa or Tessie Mays. I think it's Tessa Mays. Lemon like vinaigrette dressing. I have made basically that dressing from homemade before. And it turned out really good, but I didn't really want to like deal with having to make the dressing. So if you want like a good, really real ingredient dressing from the store that is just like actually tastes good, definitely recommend that one. I think I got a video clip of it, and it's really, really good with that salad specifically. And like I said, I have made one that's identical to that almost, except it had apple cider vinegar, and it was really good, but it's just easier sometimes to use the bottle. And then I also had 2 boiled eggs, which boiled eggs is something I've been like getting into this week, which I need to like slow down with how much I'm eating them, because I'm gonna get sick of them really quickly. But this past week I like boiled like 8 eggs, I think. I just like to put salt and everything but the bagel seasoning on them, and that was a great little source of protein to add with my salad. And then I had a Pink Lady apple kombucha from Health Aid. Used to hate kombucha. I'm a big kombucha girl now. I absolutely love it. I have like very specific flavors that I like, so I just had some of that in a glass with ice. And then for dinner, we have our HelloFresh deliver on Tuesdays. So Monday nights we typically will eat out, just because I haven't gotten groceries again yet, and because the HelloFresh isn't there yet. So we typically start out our week with getting something out, and we got Mod Pizza delivered, and I just get like the regular thin crust pizza with red sauce and pesto, light cheese, red onion, and I want to say basil, and then arugula and pineapple, and I'm probably forgetting some things, oregano and sea salt, and then sometimes I get hot honey on it and sometimes I don't, because like sometimes I put way too much and it's just like so messy. But that's my order from Mod, and it's really great. So we got Mod Pizza, and then after dinner I had some of these Trader Joe's. I think these are new, I don't know, but they're from Trader Joe's. They're these little dark chocolate pretzel nuggets they're coated in dark chocolate, but it's a pretzel that's filled with almond butter. And they're so good, like and I keep those in the fridge as well. Pretty much anything with chocolate, I'm gonna put it in the fridge because it just tastes better. So I had a couple of those after dinner. And then Tuesday, I went in office. So the night before, I made some chia seed pudding, which I always have the ingredients to make chia seed pudding, but I always forget that I have the ingredients. So this week I was like, I need to show a different breakfast this week that I do really enjoy, so I'm not having the yogurt bowl every single morning like normal, and I kind of needed to just mix it up. So I made some chia seed pudding, which was basically just 2 tablespoons of chia seeds, and then I did a half cup of unsweetened vanilla almond milk, a handful of raspberries, and then 1 tablespoon of maple syrup and a splash of vanilla. And I actually blended it all up in my blender, which I've never done before, but I think I saw it on TikTok to do that or something. And you blend it all up in your blender and then put it in like a container overnight. So it's like, instead of just mixing it all with a spoon and letting the chia seeds soak it all up, like blending it kind of like already gets it ready to eat. So if you want to make it the morning of, you can blend it and eat it right away. But if you want to blend it and then let it sit overnight, it'll be even better. So that's what I did with that. And then in the morning, I topped it with some fruit. I kind of just got like this box of fruit from AAPI that had like, because it just looked really good. It had kiwis, blackberries, blueberries, strawberries, and I think that was it that was in it. And I kind of ate on that all week. And I put some of that fruit on top with my Purely Elizabeth granola to add some crunch. Since it's a very like soft food, I wanted to like add some other texture in there. And I had my usual coffee and took that to office with me. And then for lunch, I had a leaf and grain bowl, which Leaf and Grain is just like a restaurant or fast casual type of place here in Houston, and they have incredible bowls, and I'm obsessed with their bowls. Like if I could eat something every single day, it would be that, which I basically just get a greens base, which has spinach, kale, arugula, and then I got boiled eggs on it. I got tofu because they were out of falafel this day. Their falafel is homemade and it's so good. I'm picky with falafel and theirs is really, really good. But I got tofu instead and it was pretty good. That was like my first time having tofu, I think. And it was like roasted, so it was a little bit, and it was in smaller pieces, so it wasn't like soft, so I liked it. And then I had roasted Brussels sprouts on it, cranberries, pumpkin seeds, carrots, cucumber, red onion, and then the citrus vinaigrette that they have, and a piece of sourdough bread. Super filling, so good, really like whole nutrient rich foods that like gave me energy to work throughout the rest of the day. I also brought a Synergy Guava Goddess kombucha with me to work. I also brought snacks. I brought some of the plain dried mango from Trader Joe's, and then the Trader Joe's trail mix, snack mix thing. I don't know the formal name of it, but y'all will see it. And I ended up not eating them, so I just left them in my work bag because I knew I would probably want it like another day in office. And then dinner, my boyfriend actually started dinner because I went to spin class Tuesday night and I wasn't hungry, so I didn't have a Built Bar before I went to class this night. While I was at spin class on Tuesday night, my boyfriend went ahead and started our HelloFresh for the night. I don't have much footage because of that, but it was HelloFresh and it was their roasted like Brussels sprouts with mashed potatoes and the bourbon like apple brown sugar pork chops. It was phenomenal. I think it's one of their Hall of Fame meals, and it was really, really good and filling. Like that was a really solid meal, and I don't really make or eat pork chops often, so it was really nice to have something different. My dog literally just came. I'm sitting crisscross right now and she just came and sat in my lap. Wow, very cute. Wednesday, I had my same yogurt bowl and coffee as usual, nothing special there. And I was also in office on Wednesday. So I took the Buddha's Brew Prickly Pear Kombucha. This is probably my favorite kombucha of all time, honestly. Took one of those to work with me, and then I brought a little bento box lunch, which was so fun. And I basically just took 2 boiled eggs with everything but the bagel seasoning, and then rosemary flavored Mary's Gone crackers or whatever they're called. And then I made this buffalo chickpea salad, which is super easy and inexpensive to make. You really just need a can of garbanzo chickpeas, whatever you want to call them. And you just want to drain and rinse those and then mash them up in a bowl or some kind of like container. And I used about a tablespoon or 2 of buffalo sauce. It kind of just depends on how like flavorful and how much sauce you want. And then I did a green onion and celery and some onion salt as well from Trader Joe's, and I kind of like mixed that all up. And I took some of that in the bento box as well, and I kind of ate the Mary's Gone crackers with it. And then I also had the salad that I made. I pretty much just made the same exact salad, but I took the entire bottle of dressing to work in the little bag I took everything in. And yeah, that was my bento box lunch. And then I snacked on the trail mix that I had in my work bag from the day before that I took with me to work. And then for dinner, we had another HelloFresh meal, and it was just like this creamy Dijon chicken with roasted potatoes and asparagus. It was super, super yummy. I don't know what it is, but I cannot like buy chicken from the store and make it and it tastes good no matter what I do to it. Like I can season it, I can like make this amazing marinade for it, and I can put these sauces with it, but it's always gonna taste like have this weird chicken taste to it. But for some reason HelloFresh chicken like doesn't have that flavor, and I absolutely love their chicken. So which is great, but it's just confusing. And then after dinner, I had a couple of the little Trader Joe's Gone Berry Crazy. They're like little chocolate covered strawberries that you keep in the freezer. They're really, really good. They have banana version too, and they're just like a great little sweet snack at night. And then Thursday, I needed something to get me out of bed Thursday morning, so I told myself I would get myself a Starbucks coffee. So I went and got my favorite order, which right now is I normally don't get a venti, but I really needed it Thursday morning because I worked kind of late Wednesday night. So it was just a venti ice blonde shaken espresso, and I got it with oat milk, 2 pumps of brown sugar syrup, 1 pump of white mocha, cinnamon, and vanilla bean powder. It's so, so good, and without classic syrup, but you have to put that in the app. And then I had my same yogurt bowl with granola, fruit, and my toast coconut vanilla yogurt and cinnamon, and then had some Texas Heat trail mix once again, and as a snack. And then I had buttered noodles. I absolutely love the no yolks noodles. They're so good, and buttered noodles is a comfort food for me, and I was really stressed out on Thursday and I just needed like something quick and easy. A lot of times I don't usually take like a formal lunch break, and I will just like get up and make something, and then I'll take my dog on a walk and then like eat while I'm working. And I just needed like some comfort food, and buttered noodles was like the only thing I ate when I was little, and it was like my favorite thing ever, and I never got sick of it. So I ate some buttered noodles because I just needed a quick comfort food, and that was it for me that day. And then I also had the last 2 boiled eggs just so I could at least have some protein with the buttered noodles. And then I made my favorite green smoothie, which y'all have seen me make a million times. It's basically just frozen fruit, which I use a frozen fruit blend from HEB that has a frozen papaya, mango, and strawberries. It's so good. And then I put in a splash of orange juice, a splash of Trader Joe's pineapple juice, and then I do mainly coconut water as the liquid base. And then I do a scoop of collagen. I use this JS Health collagen. It has like a citrus flavor, which you can't really taste it in the smoothie because there's so many other flavors. So you can drink it plain, but I use the collagen because I stopped taking it for a while and I noticed a difference. So I still take it. And I also use the Amazing Grass Greens powder, which I've been using for over a year. I know a lot of people slander green powders, but I love mine. I've been using it almost daily for a year, which I kind of stopped drinking it every single day because I realized I don't really need to drink it if I am getting my serving of fruits and vegetables, which I was during earlier in the week when I was eating salad every day and I was having greens again at dinner. So I didn't really think it was necessary to have a green smoothie on those days. But on this day, I didn't have any greens throughout the day. Felt kind of like, ugh. So then I was like, I'm gonna make a green smoothie, and it's also just like super yummy and like something to look forward to in the afternoon. So I made a green smoothie, and then I had another Built Bar before spin class because I went to spin class again on Thursday. And then for dinner we had HelloFresh firecracker meatballs with rice and green beans, which was super yummy. It was like a sriracha mayo like sauce over like ground beef like meatballs with sesame seeds and green onions, and it was so good. And then Friday, I had a yogurt bowl again in the morning, surprise, surprise. And then I had my typical coffee with creamer and cinnamon. And then for a snack, I had the rest of the dried mango that was like in my work bag. And then I had the Texas Heat trail mix as well as a snack. And then I had some leftover, whatever was left over of the buffalo chickpea salad. I actually still have a lot left over from it. It makes a lot, so that's a good thing about it. Like the 1 can of chickpeas can make so many servings of that like chickpea salad. So I ate some of that with I tried to find some kind of chip or something for a crunch because I was out of the Mary's crackers. And I had like a little bit left of these baked Tostitos Scoops tortilla chips, which they're so much better than the regular Tostitos in my opinion. For some reason the baked ones are like more crunchy, and they just like they have like this other flavor to them, and they're so good. I don't know what it is, but baked tortilla chips are so much better. And I had that with some of the buffalo chickpea salad. And then I also ate the rest of the buttered noodles because I had made a lot the day before because I was thinking my boyfriend would want some when he got home from work. While he waited on me to get home from spin, because we were eating dinner really late since I went to spin in the evening, and he ended up not eating any of them, so I just ate the rest of them on Friday, like with my little bit of chickpea salad that I have, because I didn't really eat that much of it because I didn't have that many chips left. So, and then for dinner, my parents are actually in town and their flight came in, so we wanted to go to dinner with them, and we went to J Bar and Barbecue, which we've been wanting to try for a long time, but we every time we had like tried to go before, they were either closed because they used to have really weird hours, or they were out of food. So last night we were finally able to try it, which was great. And I had pulled pork with creamed corn, and then my boyfriend and I, we split the green beans and then like some mac and cheese, and it was really, really good. And then we also had like we split like a piece of chocolate ganache pie, I think it was, after dinner from there. And I had a plain Topo Chico with lime. Oh, so good. I forgot how like good Topo Chico was, because I can never get any more because there's a Topo Chico shortage. I hope you all enjoyed this video. It was super fun to film and like make and everything, so be sure to give it a thumbs up if you liked it, and be sure to subscribe if you aren't already, and turn on post notifications. And thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all in my next video.